Okay, well, so it works somewhat. Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program 1.6 with me, the Cucumber. I've upgraded the runway. I decided to celebrate the whole rescue thing by upgrading our runway, since we have plenty of money now, which is nice. And I also grabbed some science from here and here by just simply putting a Science Junior down, like the big Bay module, with a couple of experiments on it. And the reason for that is that we can now finally get these parts. And you're wondering maybe why should we get these parts? Well, the reason for that's very simple. What we want to do is build a small science sort of vehicle that can roam around the base. And then, it's actually pretty expensive, but we could build that now and just drive around here and pick up more science. So that's what we're going to do in this particular episode. We're not going to the moon yet. We're sort of preparing to return to the moon at some point, and we will in this series. But right now what we're going to do is, that's the vehicle I actually built. As you can see, the Probodobodyne there is nicely snug in there. I'm thinking, I guess we could use this whole design again. Doesn't really matter. Only thing is that I need a place to put my thruster. Engine, if you will. Not a hammer, definitely not a hammer. Yeah, we only have the Juno basic jet engine, which only works if you have a sort of an inlet and also some fuel, obviously. Sure, let's just build something really wonky. Why not, right? This work? I have no idea. It probably works, but I don't want it to tip over. It shouldn't be a tippy machine, so maybe we should just... Hold on. Let's just forget about the whole... well, not the Science Junior. We need that. We do need this. But this is, it's like a robot unit. What we need is actually a scientist driving this. That is what we need. So that's what we're getting. We don't need Probodobodyne. What we need is a science expert driving this around. Hold on. So, forget this. Let's make a... It's not going to be a jet per se. It's going to be a vehicle that kind of looks like a jet. It says Mark 1 on the side. Beautiful. Okay, well, I guess we can get some science in there. It doesn't have to come off the ground, which is perfect. Like at all. Make sure it's steerable. Put the nose wheel right there. Put the Science Junior right behind it, but slightly skewered so that we know, not like that, skewered. Towards the hatch would be nice. There. So it opens up towards the hatch. If we want to grab some science inside, we have no problems with that. And we're just gonna put this on the side here and here. So there we go. So we can easily reach it once we get out, basically, of the vehicle. Do we need something to get back into the vehicle? Probably. Are we going to bother, though, with that kind of ground clearance? We're just gonna say this is gonna be very weird. Weirdly close to the ground. There we go. It's gonna be like the low rider of vehicles here. Very low rider. Okay, that's a bit too much low rider, maybe. Some ground clearance, but not an awful lot. Is what we want to go for here. Level up. Let's see. Structural fuselage. Rockomax. Oh, that may be a bit much there. But we need fuel. We need fuel, obviously. We need fuel, liquid fuel fuselage. That'll give us enough fuel to just not worry about having to drive around. Let's get an engine in there, something that will definitely move it. If we amp it up. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is enough, but we'll see. What we could do instead, and that's probably the better option here, is get some structural fuselage. Get some more structural fuselage. Oh, this is gonna look terrible. Yep, it is going to look terrible. But who cares? It works. And then have our little wheel there repeated here. Oh boy. How are we gonna make it repeat there? Well, kinda like that. Then still a bit, you know, it's still a bit on the low side. Let's lock you for steering. You don't do steering. You do not do steering. You do steering. You need to do all the steering. Alright, now for the positioning. We need to position this thing. Move. Can we move you up and down? We can. Kind of looks like a very wonky car. But that's fine. Alright. Wow, that's the worst kind of vehicle I've built in a long time. But I think it's gonna work. You know, it's gonna work. Let's put it in the fuselage. Oh wow. I'm not even sure if this is gonna work well. That's what I'm hoping here, but yeah. Okay, let's put this thing slightly further back. So it's still somewhat straight, and then move it upwards. The move tool. As long as it still steers, we're good. Okay, cool. Right. Let's hope it stays put. Now, let's give it an engine, or fuel rather. Is it the small one? Mark 0, that's the one we needed. Mark 0, there we go. The Mark 0 one. 1, 2, and then some engines. I'll give it a little push every time we want it to have a push. But you know, we do need an air intake on that. So, looking air intakes. In front of these weird looking things. Circular air intakes. One there. There. This is by far the strangest vehicle I've ever built in KSP. Yes. We'll call it the Not Aircraft. You know what? If I add winglets and steering, this might actually fly. Probably not very far though, because you can't really land it. Alright, let's put a scientist in. No, Jeb, you cannot have this seat. What's Elbow? Elbow is actually a scientist. Wow! But Bob can drive this. He can reset all the experiments. Here we are. Let's see if the Not Aircraft does exactly as expected. Actually, it's not in terrible shape here. Wow, we're very low to the ground. Okay, let's yeah. Okay, well, so it works somewhat. At a staggering 2.4 meters per second. I'm hitting the brakes already. Bob, are you enjoying this? Are you liking your new toy, buddy? I hope you are. Because you're going downhill soon. Right. Good. Brake. Brakes. Auto brakes. Are we braking in any way? Not exactly. But this thing has a very long braking run. But it maneuvers. My goodness, it maneuvers well. Wish I had this on the moon. I really did. That would have been fantastic. Can we turn off the engines or something? Is that... no, we're already doing that, sort of. Okay, so we have to be very careful because these brakes clearly don't work extremely well. I wish though... I wish they did. Come on, do we not have brakes on these? Friction control auto. I like to brake now. Oh yeah, well you have to go uphill here. That's fine. So you're gonna brake and then sort of stop. We can make circles here. That slows it down quite a way. Alright. We need to stop here now. Bob, stop your vehicle. Stop. We're there, buddy. We're there. Bob. Bob, stop the vehicle. Bob. Can we go backwards? Is there any way of going backwards? Can we maybe, you know, push down and stop? Stop! Stop! Stop the damn vehicle already! You have to turn these off. No. Can we bump into this without breaking it? Probably not. Wow, that's actually increasing our speed, really? Okay. No! It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted at all. Okay. So, this thing has one giant problem. That's good science. That's also good science. That's good science. And the fact that it doesn't break. And it actually increases in speed if you turn. Well, there's one thing we can do. We can run it off the edge here and then make it stop. That's one way. Oh man, I wish these brakes would work. Alright, we're gonna have to come to a halt here now. Yeah, that worked. Okay, so we can use the building as an option there. That's good. Alright, brake already. There we go. Stop. Go EVA. Collect the data. Yes. Restore. Yes. Collect that data. Take data. And take data. And board. And then we'll head for the flag. Basically, that's where we're going. And look at that. I don't even have to start rolling. And just if I maneuver it, it starts pushing so much force to the wheels that we actually have a meter per second. We don't need the engines. That's that's interesting. Now we're up here. So this is going to take a while, but it will give us a heap of science, which is nice. Always nice to have extra science. We're just going to bump into the flag with 1 meter per second. I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll survive that ordeal. Alright. Oh, we should do a crew report. Damn, I forgot. Crew report. Keep. There we are. Yes. Now you can keep going. You can keep going. Just keep going. You're almost at the flag now. Look at that. I can influence the speed by simply maneuvering left and right. It's funny. Alright. I'm gonna bounce off the side of the flag like we did before with the building. This is a really low build. Look at that. Like it doesn't need brakes, man. Goodness me. I've never built anything this low. Ever. Bump. That should stop it right there. There we are. Okay. EVA. Nope. Collect that data, or rather, actually, observe materials bay. Keep experiment. Collect data. Remove the data. Close the restore. I mean, alright. Log pressure data. Take the data. Oh, no, actually, we're fine. Stop it. Stop. We've already done this. Okay. No. Log the temperature. Keep experiments. Collect data. Board. And we're off again. At a staggering 2 meters per second. Well, presumably that's where we're going. I guess we'll go to this building first, since it's farthest out. That's the, let's see, this is the tracking station. This is the astronaut center with the flag. We might be better off bumping into the astronaut center next. Oh, that's a bit far out. Alright, let's bump into the astronaut center. Why not? Why not? Well, possibly because we can't get out if we do that. Or can't get back. Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it? Well, we may be able to scrape the side here and just make that our brake. Brakes are on. This isn't working properly. Alright, so there we go. We'll just... the building's in the way. That never happens. Okay, log temperature. Keep. Log pressure data. Keep. Observe materials bay. Keep. And here we are. We're going off again. No friction. And then we should stop. Right about. Yeah. Okay, that works. EVA. Collect data. Remove the data. Restore it. Take data. Take data. Board. Oh, we can't? Really? Okay, well in that case recover. Let go. Recover. And we'll just recover the vessel. That's unfortunate. We didn't have anything to dump the experiments in. Okay. Nice. And then we'll get you recovered. It's another 15 science. And there we are. We have 50 science. So if we do this again, we could run over to the research and development still, the tracking stations, the spaceplane hangar itself, actually, mission control, those three, and I guess, I don't know, the outside of the VAB. But maybe we can improve a little bit on our design, who knows. That might be a good idea. Because this thing obviously isn't planning on breaking. So what we need is something sticking out of the side that will definitely give us drag. And loads of it. Let's give it some flappy ears, maybe. Something huge and square. Like... not aerodynamics. Well, actually... radio mounted drogue chute? No. Well, you know what we could do? We could put a Rockomax brand adapter out on top of it. You know. Well, actually we can't. Okay, no, that's fine. I thought, well, maybe if we put extra weight on top, that might help. Clearly that's not going to help us. I'm still wondering how the magical stuff here happens. I don't know. I have no idea. Doesn't matter. Not really. Oh, fudge me. We forgot about the goo. If you put some goo on the side as well. Could I have some goo on the side as well? That'd be great. Some goo on the side. Yeah, right there. Okay, so now we're really messed up. Now we have to go back and do all those things again. In order for us to get goo. Right. Friction control overrides. That's what we want. I guess that's friction control, the brakes. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. You know what? I don't care. We'll put some edge radiator panels on their sides or something. How much drag does this give us? It doesn't say. Probably none then. Okay, well, launch again with Bob in it. Bob? We require surfaces yet again. This time we are going. Well, I guess we're going for the. Could this, just out of curiosity, could this thing actually take off? That's what I'm. That's what I'm wondering. It definitely goes fast enough. If we toggle the brakes now, are they working in any way? Do we have control over our craft? It doesn't look that way. And actually, wow, okay. Well, good. We'll observe the mystery game again. Recover vessel. That didn't work out much. Yes. Good idea, Cucumber. Maybe I should leave this for some other time. I don't know. But you get the general idea. Man, we're at 51 though. We could get at least 1, 2, 3, 4 times 10 again. So that would be 90. So we could get another unlock, which would help us a great deal. A great deal. No, we'll give this one more go, and we'll drive to the space plane hangar. The space plane hangar, man. The space plane. You know, it's our friend, the space plane. All right. Bob seemed fine with the whole explosion thing. We'll go and try and do that. Come on. So we're gonna go down the runway and then brake, more or less. Automated brakes. It doesn't brake. I don't know why it doesn't brake. I have no idea. The only thing I can think of is shutting down the engines. And hope that it actually rolls into an area where we can still control it. That would be, for the best. But we'll do the VAB and the spaceplane hangar. And then I'll figure a way out to do the other bits as well. But I think this is a nice time to call it quits. You get the general idea. This is an easy way to collect some science in the beginning. You can also build what I did earlier in the previous series, the auto roller. Just look it up; you'll love it. It's an interesting little conception. It still works, where you take a command capsule and another command capsule and basically tape them together with some structure in between. Put it on the side on the runway and start running it down the runway slowly, so it doesn't explode. Obviously, you're bringing some experiments, small things, maybe even a Science Junior eventually, and roll to all the buildings in the game and collect whatever you can from them. That's the theory, at least. What's the giant thing there? Oh, it's my messages. I was like, what? What is that doing there? Nothing, apparently. Alright, now we need to gently ease our way down here. I guess we'll taxi there. Can we? Yeah, we can. We can taxi there. Good. Very good, Bob. Except for the part where you're not braking. Didn't know the brakes were broken. Had I known, I would have called a mechanic. To help out. Alright, but we're doing okay here. We're rolling. And I guess we could go through the grass here a little bit. And then just use the side of the building to stop us again. So yeah, I'm going to collect some more science. And then hopefully next time we'll have enough for some advanced rocketry. Or something else that we could desperately use to improve our spacefaring moon plans, which are next on the agenda. See you then. Bye-bye, and have a very nice day.